I would know where to go, and I wouldn't feel like I was just kind of hoping for the best.
Yeah. So, and that's, with you having a little bit of familiarity with the area, that's got to help. I'm kind of out here shooting in the dark. I've got to start getting some boots on the ground real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Have you started scouting and prepping your hunt yet?
For this year, no, I have not. We've got a lot going on in our lives right now.
Tell her to get over it. It's just twins.
Yeah, yeah, just a couple babies. It ain't nothing important. But with the experience, I had a cow tag in that same unit a few years back. We did a lot of boots on the ground in that area before the hunt, and then during the hunt, there was a few spots that we tried, a couple other spots that we had found. But I do plan on, really, God damn it, my mind just went blank. Like, I really plan on searching that unit, the section of this unit, a lot, just because it looks like a good spot. There's not a lot of chatter about this area,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to tell you where it's at just in case somebody else is listening.
Listen, I have no intentions of prying any deeper than the unit. That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
So as far as big game, your elk hunt's the only big game that you're kind of hanging your hat on.
Yeah. But this unit is known for bear, and I will be buying an over-the-counter bear tag, just as, if I happen to stumble into one, I'm going to shoot it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever had black bear or not, but it's absolutely delicious.
I've heard it's good.
So, but those are just kind of the two big game animals that I'm going to be after this year.
Yeah, and you do a lot of bird hunting too, right? Or not a lot, but you have.
Oh yeah, so I would say that turkey is absolutely my number one favorite game animal to hunt at all is turkey. Oh, get out of here!
Listen,
get out of here! Get out of here!
Okay, 8th grade, after you passed your proficiency tests in Ohio, they would give everybody that didn't pass their test 2 chances a year. Mm-hmm. Just so happened those 2 chances a year fell in spring turkey season and fall turkey season. Me and Brad Penix would get up at 4:30 every morning for that week. Mm-hmm. Because if you passed it, you didn't have to be at school until noon.
Yep, I remember that.
Yep, so we would get up, march our happy asses out in the woods, and sit still and, try to cluck a turkey in. And without fail, we would call them in within about, I'd say 100 yards. And they did what turkeys do and just stop gobbling at you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd sit there and go, all right, we got to get back to the house so we can get ready for school. And as soon as you'd stand up, you'd see turkeys running up the hill.
Yep.
So I swore them off after high school. After 4 years of chasing that stupid bird, I called them off. Well, I came to Colorado and I thought, spring turkey season. I want to get up and, hunt some Merriam's turkeys up in the mountains. And wouldn't you know it, my experience is like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
I did the same freaking thing, except I had to march up a mountain
mm-hmm.
and then sit in the cold for the same exact thing to happen. So no, I will not hunt turkey ever again. Forget it.
Well, I have a nice little select piece of private land that I have permanent permissions on, that any time that we go up there, we see turkeys.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but the bad part is, ask me how many turkeys I've gotten off that piece of land.
I'm going to say, what, 1?
0. I've gotten
0?
I've been hunting that piece of land for 3 years, and I have not gotten a single turkey off of it.
Hold on, let's back up. So you've never shot a turkey, but that's your favorite thing to hunt.
It is 100%. Yes.
What about them? What do you like about them?
They're just so dumb, but they're so smart. It's like it's insane. Like trying to trick their eyesight. I mean, they've got one of the best eyesights out there. It's just, they're a fascinating bird. I don't know why.
Fascinating is not the word I'd use, but
fascinating and frustrating. How about that?
Dude. Yeah, I'll take that. Do you listen to the Meat Eater podcast?
I do. Every single one of them.
They were talking about the chances of if you just randomly sat up within 100 yards of a roosted turkey. Like, I think there's a 10% chance that it'll walk by you without you doing anything.
Yep.
So what's it doing the other? Like, their thing is, are they smart or are they stupid?
Yeah, they're both. I mean, that's in my personal opinion, they're so smart that they're stupid.
Yeah, I mean, they hump decoys.
Yes, it's insane.
Jeez. So, pheasant. I've seen you have a couple of pheasant pictures on your Facebook page.
Yep, we've done a couple pheasant hunts down here. Semi-successful. Came out with a broken ankle one year. Still a fun hunt. It was a blast. But yeah, it's pheasant. It's good bird, but I don't know. Not one of those things that I would get up and go do every weekend.
Now, the one silver lining to my turkey hunting, I found a couple of blue grouse up in the mountains. And I've heard that once you kind of figure out the area they're in, they just stay in the same spot.
Yeah, they're very territorial. They stay very close to their home range.
Yeah, so I might march up that mountain and try to shoot one of those just to say I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a chocolate lab in the hopes of turning her into a dog.
Yeah.
But I think she's turned into a squirrel dog because all she does is tree squirrels at my house.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've seen plenty of people hunt squirrels with dogs. Smart idea. I'd never really thought about it, but
have you ever been squirrel hunting with a dog?
Not with a dog. I have not.
It is. I've done it one time. It's amazing. Those little dogs they're like ghosts in the woods. But then once they find a squirrel, man, that's it. I mean, they pin them to the tree, and as long as it's not a dead tree, you're in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to take my dog out and try to get her on some pheasants, but I feel like if I take a crazy untrained lab out into the field somewhere and there's someone else hunting, I might get shot.
I don't want to say yes, and I don't want to say no.
That's not very encouraging.
No, I've been out with a well-trained dog doing some quail hunting, and if there are people in the field, even though he's a well-trained dog, I mean, it's like you're in their spot. Like if they were there first, or it's very territorial with people too, and they don't like it. And I don't want to say I've seen dogs shot at, but I've seen shots that have come close to dogs.
Yeah, see, I'm not all about that lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I didn't like deer hunting in Ohio, just because like that territory thing, this is my spot. I've been hunting here for 15 years. Sorry, bud, I'm hunting here too. Let's get used to it.
Yep. And that's going back to that public land. With so much public land out here, it is basically a first come, first serve. You could run into a spot and somebody be like, "Oh, I've been here for 20 years." Cool, tough luck, buddy. Get here earlier tomorrow.
So, hypothetical. Let's say you get to your unit, your little no chatter spot, and you see somebody in there. How do you kind of treat that situation? What's the hunter etiquette in that situation?
If I see him, like he's in a spot that I really wanted to set up in, man, I've heard about 15 gunshots outside my bedroom window since we've started this.
No way.
Yeah, I just heard another one. So, sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted. I just wanted to make sure that nobody's actively trying to shoot at me. So, but in my opinion, dude was there first. I don't care if I'd been scouting there all summer. I had, baiting in in New Mexico is illegal, so you can't use any kind of food plots or salt licks or anything like that. But if I have a makeshift blind or whatever, and this dude's sitting in it, guess what? Tough luck. I got to be there earlier tomorrow.
That's very brave of you. I know there's a lot of people who wouldn't have that kind of outlook on it.
Yeah, it's a, like I said, public land is very much a first come first serve basis. Doesn't matter if you've been hunting the same spot for 30 years or not.
Do you do any archery hunting?
I have a bow. No, I haven't done any archery hunting. I don't feel as if I'm anywhere close to consistent enough with my bow to attempt it.
Yeah.
So it just sits in the closet.
It seems kind of odd to me, but my mule deer archery tag is the one I'm really looking forward to. My elk tag is a third rifle in one of the most northern units. It's Unit 19.
Okay.
And it is, everywhere I've been is just nothing but straight up and down mountains. It's going to be a tough hunt, and I'm really not looking forward to that one. But my archery tag is Unit 20, which is right here close to my house, and I've been in that area a little bit more. I'm more familiar with it. It's easier to navigate, and plus I've seen some animals in there, so that hunt I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, and of course it's an archery tag. It's not going to be an easy hunt either. But if that's something, especially since it's closer to your house, you can do some more scouting there. You can definitely get to know that area a little better versus driving up in the northern unit and hiking up in the mountains like one or two times.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that kind of bothers me is the rifle season's only a week. And
lucky?
What is it?
I said lucky.
Yeah, it's how long is your season?
4 days.
You said it's the you only got like 7 days, right?
No, 4 days.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I guess I am lucky.
Yeah.
But the thing that worries me is I don't want the weather to move in on me and get a ton of snow because I'm not prepared for that. Like I don't have my snowshoeing equipment or anything like that.
Well, that's the stuff you got to prepare for. I mean, when we hunted in this unit years ago, we had our camper, we had everything. It was nice for the first 3 days. The fourth day came through, it literally froze everything in our camp. Everything was frozen to the tables. It was bad. It dropped probably to easily below zero. Very easily below zero.
And see, that's something I don't consider with New Mexico. I always thought it was just hot all the time.
No. It'd be nice if it was warm all the time, not hot. But no, and there was 1 year we were turkey hunting. This was early May, and it was about 75 degrees Sunday when we were hunting. And then we were tent camping. We didn't have the camper at the time. And we were like, it's getting cold. We're going to go sleep in the truck. And one of my buddies was like, yeah, well, I'm just going to stay out here with the fire. Well, when we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, we had about 13 inches of snowfall on us overnight.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was insane. We were lucky to get out. Rangers came out and helped us out. But yeah, that was a fun adventure, but I would not do that again.
And that's the thing about hunting in this kind of rugged terrain. Every single time you go out, it's an adventure, right?
Oh, 100%. But it's a blast.
Yeah, it's. I'm glad I moved out here. I don't think I'd ever move back to Southern Ohio.
Yeah, that's going to be a big no for me too. We went out. Go ahead. What was that?
I'll say we've talked about it, and if we even wanted to move again, I think we'd move farther west and north, like Idaho.
So, me and my wife have discussed that she knows that if we move anywhere out of New Mexico, it's going to be on a hunting opportunity.